Hello, friends. It's Chris Angel coming at you for another episode of what? You got it. Marketing for the rest of us. That reminded me of our family likes to watch a show called So You Think You Can Dance. And several seasons ago, Kat Deely, the host, used to introduce the show and say, "Welcome to So You Think You Can Dance. Now let's welcome our," and we'd all say, "our judges." Right? So anyway, welcome to, what is it? Marketing for the rest of us. So, okay, Chris, get on with it already. Here is the topic that we're discussing today, and that is look, many of you have spent the time to develop your craft. You're good at the work you do. You have a gift. You're gifted. You're so good at it. When people get with you to do the thing that you do best, it's amazing. The problem is people don't know why it's valuable. They don't see the value in your product because in your marketing leading up to people working with you, you're not framing for them the important things that need to be framed in order for them to see the value. So if you're an attorney, for example, and you have whatever your hourly rates are as an attorney, most people are, I think, fearful of attorneys because they think that attorneys charge, crazy rates and they don't see the value. And then, and you could be in any profession, by the way. People think realtors are overpaid. People think, coaching can be expensive. I mean, really, it doesn't matter what it is. But the point is that you've got to start to get clear on a couple things to make your product and service valuable. In the eyes of this, I did a post yesterday about this value thing, right? People saying, "Oh, you need to charge what you're worth." But it's not in the eyes of you and what you think you're worth. That's a fast road to, being broke. People don't pay you what you're worth because of what you think you're worth. They pay you what they think you're worth based on what they think you're worth, right? So, I see this a ton of times. People are like, "Oh yeah, I'll charge what I'm worth, so I'm going to put a big number on it." And yet, what is that based on? So, here, let me give you a couple places to look for how to frame your offers, right? Or how to frame your service so that it looks like it's valuable, which, in other words, would be an offer, okay? When you offer something to people, you want that offer to be, in the eyes of the person potentially hiring you, you want that to be valuable to them, to appear valuable, to have value. So, first, you've got to get clear about who you're serving, right? Without knowing who you're talking to, it's hard to find value. I talked about that yesterday, actually, in yesterday's episode as well. The other thing you need to get clear on is the conversation you're leading. If you don't know there's this thing in business that I've noticed where we tend to talk about our products and services in our marketing. But we don't care about that. We over here just care about, we have a problem and can you fix it? I don't care how you get me there. I just want to know, can you fix it? But when we, especially in the space of service-based businesses where we don't have a widget to point to, we're like, here is my cog, here is my widget, and I can't do a walk around. It's like a car, right? It can't walk you around the car and show you features. It's a service. Services are very hard to quantify value. And so people have a hard time wrapping their head around why they would work with you. Well, right. So you've got to start to get clear about first of all, what is the conversation you're leading that is beyond your product? Your product and service makes something possible in the world. It's not the product and service, it's the thing the service makes available. So if you're a healer, this thing you sell is not, or the conversation you're leading, moreover, is not meditation. You're not leading a conversation about meditation. You're not leading a conversation about quantum healing. You're not leading a conversation about Reiki. You're not leading a conversation about massage. That is how you get people the result. It is not the conversation you're leading. There is not much value the minute you take it into your product or service. it becomes a commodity. So you tell me, oh, if your marketing and the conversation you're having in the world through your marketing is about your service and it's Reiki or it's massage or it's whatever, all of a sudden you've made it a commodity. Now I'm going to go look for other Reiki masters, other massage practitioners, other whoever's that do what you do, and I'm going to shop prices. You in your marketing have to bring the conversation to something bigger than the service or product that you sell. There has to be a bigger conversation than the service that you offer. And so you have to start to look like, what is the conversation that I'm leading in the world? What do I want for people? What do I want for the world? What is the outcome that on the other side of working with me and any other things they might be doing in life, what do people want? That is what you have to start to address in your marketing. And not just what they want, but where are they stuck? So when you start to get clear on where they're stuck, what they want, and who they are, now you can actually start to build a frame. You can build context, context for why working with you would be a good idea and why that would be valuable, right? Like how it is of value to them, so that they happily want to give you their money, to give them the result. So that's it, gang. Here's what I would have you do. Go look for, in your existing marketing, your current marketing, go look at what are you posting about? What conversation are you leading? Try to find the thread of the conversation that's bigger than your product and service. And what is that? What is the thread? And then start to realize, like, okay, here's the thread. Here's what I really want to talk about in the world. Now, what stops people from having that? That's their problem. And what's possible if they have it? Like, what does life look like on the other side of actually having the thing that you're leading the conversation about in the world? If you're leading a conversation about health, for example, what does life look like on the other side of people being healthy? And now that's where you need to start weaving that into your marketing, right? I have a great example of this in my free course called Marketing for the Rest of Us. You can start that free course at groundswellmethod.com. It's 5 videos, just over 90 minutes. And it's a great course. I've had great feedback. I'm super proud of it, and I think you'll get a ton out of it. So if you haven't taken that yet, go to groundswellmethod.com, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. Have a great night.